Hello dear students, this is Neha Sharma. Today in this video we are going to learn the noun case, which is a part of chapter number 2, Nouns and Pronouns of class 8 Grammar, Cordova English series 8. So dear students, as we have discussed in the last video, we talked about nouns and the kinds of nouns. With that, we have learned the countable nouns and uncountable nouns. So today, very important topic this is, and this is a new topic for you people. Earlier you have discussed, you have read about nouns and the kinds and the countable and the uncountable nouns too. But this is the new topic for you, that is called noun case. So this is actually, you know about that, but you have to just understand it carefully, that what is noun case and how does it work. But before that, I want to remind that what about subject. You should know that what is the subject, what is the work of the subject in the sentence, what is the work of object in the sentence. It is not always necessary to have a subject in the sentence, but when we have to get the noun case in the sentence, at that time we require objects in the sentences, right? So subject is a word in the sentence which tells us that we are talking about whom, right? Who is doing the action, right? So that is what? That is subject. And the object is what? Object comes after the verb, right? And the subject comes before the verb. So this you have to keep in mind always, that subject comes before the verb, right? And in some cases it may happen that it may be towards ending, but when you have to get this noun case, it will work as a subject, right? The subject will work as a noun, so that you have to do. And the second thing is object. So object you will get always after the verb. And in our previous video of chapter number 1 somewhere, we have done the objects, and that was a special video of the objects. And the objects, there I have told you that objects are of two kinds. One is direct object and the second one is indirect object. So let me revise once again for you that the objects are of two kinds. First of all, let's revise what is the position of the object. So objects are the words which are placed after the verbs, right? And that is of two kinds. One is direct object and the second one is indirect object. When we talk about direct objects are the things, right? And indirect objects are the persons. This is actually the basic concept of objects, right? So the things are objects, that is direct objects, and the persons are indirect objects. So just to make it more clear, I will tell you that indirect objects can be receivers, okay? Because it is not necessary that we will talk about a person always in the sentence. So it is the receiver who is getting something is also known as indirect object. I gave the examples over there in the video. If you have missed that video, please watch that once again. That is in the video section you will get. So now when we talk about noun case, so noun case actually is what? Noun may be used as a subject or the object of a verb in the sentence. When we talk about noun cases, so noun cases are of four kinds. Number 1 is subjective or nominative case. Number 2 is objective case. Number 3 is dative case. And number 4 is possessive case. When we talk about subjective, the first one, subjective or nominative case. So what it should work like? When we talk about subjective, so this subjective is something related to the subject. Means we have to more concentrate on the role of subject. And the subject is what? Who or what about the sentence is, right? Suppose I said, her dress is beautiful. So what is the subject here? We are talking about her dress, right? And her dress is what? Dress is what? that is noun, right? So that her dress is working as a subjective case here. So what is when the subject is a noun in the sentence and that works as a subject, so that is a subjective case in the noun. Next one is objective case. Objective cases, we have two kinds of objects. One is direct object and second one is indirect object. So this object case is related to direct object. Direct object means the things, right? So suppose she gave me a chocolate. So she gave me a chocolate, and what the position of object is after the verb. Now she is subject, gave is verb, me is a person which is indirect object. Now thing is what? A chocolate, right? So a chocolate will be objective case there. Okay, so the objective case will be the direct object and the direct objects are always the things. Next one is the dative case. When we talk about dative case, it is again object. But which kind of object this is? This is indirect object, and that indirect object is who? The person or the receiver. Let's take that first example. He gave me a chocolate. Now he is subject, gave is a verb, me is person here, means me is receiver, and chocolate is what? Direct object, right? So the thing is what? Chocolate, and who is receiving that chocolate? That is me. So that me becomes what here? That me becomes dative case. The last one is possessive case. It tells us the possession of something. Like suppose this is Radha's chair. So it is what? Whose chair it is? That something, that noun particular that is related to, that is who is the ownership, the possession, ownership that shows. And generally in your syllabus that is given with the apostrophe s, like Radha's chair, right? Einstein's life, something this, no, which is telling the position of this, like my friend's car. So friends is what? Friend, and then apostrophe s, that is what? Possessive case in the sentence. Now let's talk about this noun cases in detail. And first we will talk about the subjective case. As I told you, subjective case is something related to the subject in the sentence. So when a noun is the subject of a verb, right? When the noun is the subject of a verb. For example, her new dress looks beautiful. So her new dress looks beautiful. First of all, we have to get the verb. And that verb is what? That is looks. Now we have to see that we are talking about what, right? Or who. So we are talking about her dress. So her new dress complete here is what? That is subjective case, right? This complete, we are talking about what here? We are talking about her new dress. So that is subjective case here, and looks is verb. Second sentence, Saurav is the captain of the team. Now is, right? So when there is no main verb, so this helping verb also that acts like main verb. This is telling the, the being of something. So there is Saurav. Subject is whom here. Who is the subject here? We are talking about whom here. So who is the captain of the team? I've told you in the first chapter's video to get the subject. So Saurav is the captain of the team. Now who is the captain of the team? When we are able to get the answers from two words, who and what, right? Before the word, before the verb, that is what? Subject. So what is subject here in the sentence? We are talking about whom? We are talking about Saurav. So Saurav becomes what here? Saurav becomes subjective case. Next is Jack and Jill went up the hill. So the very first target is to get the verb, and the verb is which one? That is went, right? And we are talking about whom? Who went up the hill? Jack and Jill, means both of them are subject. So Jack and Jill, that's a subject. So this is subjective case of this in this sentence. Next is India won the match. One is what? One is verb, right? And what is the subject? Who won the match? India won the match. So this is what subjective case, right? So like this you will find out the subjective case in the sentence. So let me revise once again for you. The subjective case when the noun works as a subject of a verb, and it is not always that subject will be given here on the first position, not always, okay, but in 90% cases you will get at the very first place, right? So this is this we have to learn. Now if we'll talk about the objective case, that is case number 2. So as we have discussed here, that objective case is what? It works as a direct object. And what is the direct object? Direct object is the things, are the things in the sentence. And what will be the position of the direct objects? That is after the verb. Like here subjective case before the verb, but here direct objects are before the after the verbs, right? So objects can be of two kinds, direct and indirect. When we talk about objective case, here we have to look at direct objects or the things after the verbs, right? So here see the sentence, India won the match. Now India is what here? India is subject, one is what? Verb, the match. Now what is that? The match is the object, and it is which kind of object? This is direct object. So this direct object is what? This is working as an objective case here. Next one is, he gave me a book. He gave me a book. He is subject here. Gave is what? Gave is noun here. Me and a book. Now in this sentence we have both kinds of objects. Direct also, indirect also. So direct is what here? What is the thing here? Okay, direct is a thing because always. So a book is what? A book is objective case, right? And if we will talk about this me, that will be dative case, because that will be object, that will be indirect object, means persons. I gifted her a watch. Next sentence is, I gifted her a watch. So I is subject, gifted is what? Verb, her a watch. Once again we have to look at the thing, that what he gifted me. So what he gifted me? A watch. Okay. So you have to frame a question with the word what here after the verb. So that will work as the objective case in the sentence. So I hope you understood this well. Just take the screenshot of this, but before that I want to tell you here, I want to give you two clues here, that who or what will help you. If they are placed before the verb, they will help you to get the object's subjective case, and what after the verb will help you to get the objects. Take the screenshot and note it down. Now when we talk about the third case, that is dative case, right? So dative case, as we discussed here, that dative case we have to look for indirect object. And where is indirect object? Objects are always after the verb, and indirect objects are what? The persons or the receivers. So it is same written here, dative case when a noun or a pronoun plays the role of an indirect object, that is known as dative case, right? So see, with the help of first example, he gave Rani a gift. He gave Rani a gift. Now he is what? Subject. Gave is what? Verb. Rani a gift. Now Rani and a gift, both are two kinds of object here. First one, a thing, right? That is direct object, that is what? Gift. But we have to look for indirect object. And what is the indirect object? The receiver. So who received the book? Who received the gift? Rani received the book, right? Moreover, this is person. So this becomes here indirect case in this case, in this sentence. So this will be dative case here. Rani will be dative case, right? She gifted me a watch. Now she is subject, gifted is verb, me and a watch. So me is what and a watch is what? Both are objects. but one is direct object and second one is indirect. Now what are direct objects? Direct objects are the things, right? And indirect objects are the persons or the receivers. So she gifted me a watch. So gifted is what? Just after the verb, right? Me. Who is the person who received the watch? Right? So that is what? Receiver is what? Who? Me. So this becomes what here? Dative case. When will you give Ragini your books? Now this is interrogative sentence. When will you give Ragini your books? Now you is what? You is subject here. Give is what? Give is verb. And direct and indirect objects both are after the verb. These are the helping verbs. Okay. This is WH family word. This is helping verb. You is subject and give is what? Give is main verb. So after give, you have to look for the objects. So the first one is Ragini and the second one is your books. And when we are looking for the dative case, it is indirect, means persons, means receivers. So who is a receiver? Receiver is Ragini here. So that is what? That dative case, right? It's quite important, quite interesting, very easy one, right? But you have to look and understand it carefully. Next and the last one is possessive case. When a noun or a pronoun shows possession or ownership, like this thing belongs to me, right? Like whose? So Mary's dress is beautiful. This is not subject, this is not object. This is something, a word in the sentence which is telling the possession, right? So Mary's dress is beautiful and it will be given with the apostrophe S, right? So this, I hope you know about this apostrophe S. This is written like this. Like if we have Ram here, so if I want to write on Ram's book, so that is what? It's Ram's books, right? If I have to do boys, B-O by boy, thus I'm taking singular, so this is boys. But if I want to add boys plural, B-O-Y-S boys, already plural, right? So after that we will not do it like this. This is wrong. It is what? How it is written? B-O-Y-S and then comma only. So that is the style of the apostrophe S. So the spelling which is ending itself by S, we do not require S after comma. Like it is, if we are talking about girl, singular, then we have to do girls. If we are talking about plural, girls, then we have to place apostrophe only, not S. Okay, so this is quite important. You have to see this also. So Mary's dress is beautiful. What I have told you, this is possession or the ownership. Now whose dress I am talking about? Mary's dress. So this Mary is what? Possessive case here. Directly you have to learn any noun which is given with apostrophe S, that is what? Possessive case, right? The children's book. So children's book. Children is plural and after that the spelling is not ending with S. That's why we are using apostrophe and means a comma and then S. Right? FS also. So the children's books. Lata's songs. Whose song? Lata's song. So this is Lata's. Next one, I love Robert Frost's poem. Whose poem? Whose poem I love? Robert Frost's poem. So this is showing ownership here. Robert Frost's, right? So this is all about possessive case. So dear students, I hope you understood these noun cases today. So I wish that you have taken the screenshot of this and note it down in your notebook. Thank you very much. In the next video, we will meet with the next topic. Stay safe, stay healthy.